Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a quick preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is an old video from 2019 I just recently came across. It shows these three UFOs. You can see them right here moving across the moon. Actually, there's more than these three, and this is taken from a telescope from Earth. Also have this old video. It's the Kumburgaz, Turkey. This is the full raw footage. This is very compelling video footage. Next, I have this video. This Russian general here claims that the Air Force, the Russian Air Force, was able to make UFOs appear. Also have this video of all the different artifacts that were recently unearthed in Mexico, depicting, things that look like aliens and spacecrafts and things like that. This is the guy Hottel Memorandum, where he talks about seeing UFOs in New Mexico, and I think it has something to do with like the Roswell crash. Also have this video here of what they're saying is the biggest boom since the Big Bang, which was recently discovered, happened 2.6 billion light years away, or some ridiculous amount of distance. But this blast supposedly happened, years, hundreds of millions of years ago in the past, and we're still seeing the effects of it. This is video that I just recently came across, and you can see here, this is supposedly the handprint of giants. Let me see if I can find the footage of a woman standing next to that thing. Yeah, look at this. Here's a dude here, and there's some people just recently came across this, and I mean, some people are they want to say that, yeah, this isn't the handprint of giants, even though it definitely resembles the handprints of giants. But I want to also show you this video here, where this guy is showing you this footprint of a giant, and this isn't the only footprint that have been found throughout the world. And again, this is in rock that's dated to 200 million years ago. So again, I've said this many times in my other videos. What we've been taught about our history is completely wrong. And then the last article here is of the astronomical events to look forward to in the first quarter of 2021. And yeah, you can check out, yeah, apparently in March, you're going to have this alignment here, which looks pretty amazing. But anyways, let me go back to the first video here. Let me go full screen. Yeah, this is from 2019. And I think this guy has put out other videos. But let me go back to the beginning. Check this out. Look at that. And I think another one also shows up. Yeah, there it goes. And videos like this, remember, this is being taken from Earth. So the way these camera lenses work is, if there was something close to the Earth, it would be completely out of focus. Even if it was set on infinity. I'm pretty sure the camera is focused here on the moon, so anything close to the moon is what we're going to see. Anything close to Earth, we're not going to see. So those objects had to be near the surface of the moon because they were so in focus. So let's see here, and then this video here. This is I've showed this video before. But, not everyone has seen these things. But this is a UFO airship captured on camera by a night watchman at Kumburgaz. 2 alien heads were said to be visible in the video. Let me go full screen on this. There's actually there is a stabilized version of this. But yeah, this is the original footage. Yeah, and if anyone wants to question this, this footage has been analyzed by universities, by other scientists, and it's completely legit. But I'll leave a link to this page here so you can check it out. Yeah, this Russian general is claiming that their Air Force is able to make UFOs appear. Let me go back a little.
It was not just hanging over the plane. It sometimes descended from the side, from the bottom. In other words, it examined the crew. Attempts to increase the speed by changing of aircraft attitude to go away did not lead to anything, because the flying saucer is literally stuck. I watched the materials of the pilots who encountered this phenomenon. However, information about UFOs remained in the archives of the secret services. In the 18th Air Force General Vasily Alexeyev, the leadership of the Air Force, ordered to record any information about mysterious objects. All the collected data was sent to the Air Force Research Institute. These works continued methodically without a break for about 6 months.
Yeah, so, and another thing that this proves is that all world governments are actually working together. You know, this whole notion that there's a Cold War, that the diplomats behind closed doors collaborate and work together. Because like I've said in my other videos, I think the reason why the United States has military bases all over the planet is so that they can get to any UFO crash sites. This here are yeah, just videos of the artifacts that have been found. And again, this proves that, you know, these strange creatures played a role in the development of our species. I don't understand how people, especially scientists and, you know, academics, how they see this stuff. And yeah, I'm just amazed at the people that still want to deny, you know, that all of this evidence exists. But let me move on. This here is the, I think it's the guy Hottel Memo. Let me play a little bit of this.
They were described as being circular in shape with raised centers, approximately 50 feet in diameter. Each one was occupied by 3 bodies of human shape but only 3 feet tall, dressed in metallic cloth of a very fine texture. Each body was bandaged in a manner similar to the blackout suits used by speed flyers and test pilots. According to Mr. Redacted informant, the saucers were found in New Mexico due to the fact that the government has a very high-powered radar set up in that area, and it is believed the radar interferes with the controlling mechanisms of the saucers. Unquote.
Yeah, you see, during World War II, when we had our radar arrays pointed towards Japan, because, you know, we were concerned that they might send any bombs over, our military found out that any UFOs that flew through the radar arrays, it would disrupt their guidance, their navigation systems, and make them crash. So then the military started doing that. It started crashing these saucers because, of course, they wanted the technology, but the you know, these aliens are, again, I don't think that they're from other planets, but just for, you know, the sake of conversation, I'll still use the word alien. They retaliated. You can read during the 1950s. There were a lot of passenger planes that were being downed, you know, with supposedly mechanical problems. But no, it was these, you know, it was these guys. They were retaliating. We were knocking down their UFOs, and they were taking down our passenger planes. But you don't really read about that too much. They don't talk about that. So anyways, let me move on to this next video here. Astronomers just saw the biggest boom since the Big Bang. Now, what's amazing about this video here is, you know, I hope you get sort of an idea of the size of the universe and the amount of time and space that's, you know, that's actually out there, and the notion, you know, that that we're alone. Again, I don't understand how people even entertain that idea.
Switch it on. Zoom. Instant. It'd take 2.6 billion years to get where this explosion occurred in space. 2.6 billion years. A lot's happened in that time here on Earth. That long ago, dinosaurs weren't even around yet. Primordial life was just leaving the ocean and heading on land. Well, we're traveling faster than the speed of light, and we reach our destination, ground zero, for a boom so big it'd be like 600 million suns exploding simultaneously. And our sun is massive to begin with. It could fit 1 million Earths inside. In fact, 99.8%.
Okay, let's get on to talking about just what our universe is made of. But I want to show you like what the size of this thing.
One in the giraffe. It was so big, you could easily line 15 Milky Ways across its blast area.
Okay, imagine that. This explosion was so big, you could put 15 Milky Way galaxies across the blast area. And then here's something else to consider, right? This thing happened 2.6 billion light years away. Right? Imagine, okay, that's how long it would take us, right, to get to this point from our planet. But imagine the other side of that, that there's enough space around this blast area, right, that from the other side, someone else, right, someone from another planet would have to travel 2.6 billion light years to get to this blast area from the other side. And then even, like from this side, from the north and from the south. Contemplate the amount of space that is out there. This thing that happened, that we just detected, happened when when planet Earth was just half, right? Isn't Earth like 4 billion years old or something like that? And this happened 2.6 billion light years away.
Mind you, our galaxy is over 100,000 light years across and home to 200 billion stars. Yeah, whoa is right. It was the largest space blast since the Big Bang that started it all 13.8 billion years ago.
Definitely check this out to just, get an idea of how big. Let me see.
The mass of this beast is 4 million times that of the sun. And you'll like this. It's only 25,000 light years from...
Anyways, take a look at this video so it gives you an idea of the immensity of this universe that we exist in. And, and actually, if you want to also get a better idea, the last Planet Serpo video I did was about our universe from the Eben's perspective, and apparently, we apparently exist in some type of egg-shaped ovoid sphere with several different layers, and the distances between the layers is just inconceivable. Check out the latest Project Serpo video I just uploaded about the universe. But anyways, let me go on to this next video here. Yeah, this video you can see here, apparently this was just discovered. Let me go back to about here.
Himself. There isn't much to look at on the road between Toptanay and Doldurga in Russia, other than the mountains. But the mountains are still worth seeing if you ever happen to find yourself in this remote part of the world. That's because they're covered in strange indentations and markings that some people have interpreted as representations of human hands. A few people have even gone as far as saying that they're handprints, although that's surely impossible. The hands that made these prints would need to have been almost unimaginably enormous. The middle fingers of each hand are taller than the average human being. These images of the alleged handprints were taken in September 2020 by employees of the Aginsky National Museum on the slopes of Mount Shakane. There are no roads or pathways leading directly to the mountain. which might explain why so little research has been carried out into the anomalous rock formation.
Yeah, and I'm also going to assume that when this was made, that this was the bottom of a riverbed or something like that, and through plate tectonics, whatever, geological processes that occurred that uplifted this to this position. If this looks like handprints, I would assume that they were handprints. Is it possible that 200 million years ago, or however old this rock is, like there were some artist who wanted to make giant handprints, and especially taking into consideration that this isn't the only evidence that there were giants. I mean, we look at this video here. Let me go. Let me just start this right here. This is in South Africa.
There are photographs from a Chinese village that show a person of regular size standing in what's clearly a footprint in ancient rock. The foot is obviously more than double the size of their own. Then there's the 4-foot-high footprint embedded in the rock close to the south.
Yeah, look at this. Okay, I don't think this, the same artist is going around all over the planet 200 million years ago, creating these footprints and handprints.
South African border with Swaziland. Also clearly identifiable with toes on the end of the foot. The giant footprint of Bima is one of the best known examples of a giant footprint being discovered and recorded. You'll find that one in Bimana Heji, close to Bangalore. To make matters worse for scientists, the rock that surrounds some of these footprints has been shown to be hundreds of millions of years old.
Yeah, this is the one that amazes me. I mean, that's a footprint. So if there are footprints here that are this size, then it would not surprise me that there would also be handprints that are that also match whoever made this footprint. And again, this is 200 million years old. And this isn't, something that's a figment of someone's imagination. This is called evidence. And although, like the guy said in this video, it would be impossible because, if your brain can't accept this, it doesn't change the fact that this exists. Yeah, anyone who says that they don't want to believe things like this exist, or they can't believe that it exists, it isn't going to make this evidence go away. This is evidence that giants once roamed this planet. And let's see. This last video here is an interesting article about some astronomical events that are getting ready to take place. I think some have already taken place, but the one that I would definitely be looking forward to is this one here on March 9th and 10th. Look at that. Quadruple formation. This is going to be a sight to behold when 4 worlds cluster in the southeast morning sky. An incredible celestial huddle will welcome skywatchers across the globe. In near-perfect alignment, Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn will all appear while the nearly crescent moon will frame the trio of planets. Each planet will appear as a dazzling dot, with the faintest being Mercury and the brightest being Jupiter, both readily visible to the naked eye. Yeah, this is definitely going to be something to look forward to. But anyways, I'll leave a link to this article in the description, and that is going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.